Anyway, Mark Normand.
Hey.
Mark Normand. I'll tell you another thing we have in common: skateboarding.
Oh,
Yes.
We both
Good.
like it.
You got that right.
Sora
I'm
Shirai.
not going to say anything.
You know him?
I'm not going to say
Yeah.
anything.
You know Sora Shirai?
Yeah.
He's so great.
He's great.
And then
Wait.
Yuta Horogomi.
Killing
Yes,
it.
Killing it.
love,
What?
Love you too. You don't know how to skate though.
Oh, no.
Do you skate still?
I could kick it around.
I can kick it around too.
Okay.
What level? Did you see me with Tony?
Hawk?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yes, I did. I
You
did.
know the
And did
bird?
I do
Yeah,
it?
Ollie, you did.
And Ollie in front of him?
Yeah, you
At
did.
my age? And I also did a vert.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Who's the special needs guy? Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Wait a minute. Oh, this is
Just
pathetic.
look at Tony though. Look at Tony though. The master.
You want to hear the audio in the headphones?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Wait, hold
not the
on.
part.
Keep
Wait, I gotta
going.
show Mark. I gotta show Mark.
Hold on, you gotta watch.
oh my.
Just
No faking concussions here. It's not allowed.
That's great.
He does.
okay. Here we go.
Kickflip.
Oh, you got some air.
This is good.
Oh my God, this is like a Make-A-Wish. Look at this. I love it.
look. Boom.
So cute.
There we go. That's one.
Oh,
Pretty
That's
good.
good. You try that.
Yeah, I could.
You know
do
what
that.
happened? Your chicken legs would fucking break in half, and I would laugh right in your fucking face, bitch. Little chicken legs would fucking break and laugh right in your fucking face, bitch. All right, I don't give a fuck. Anyway,
That was
we have
pretty
that.
good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. And we have that in common.
That's true.
Here's the thing: we love the sport.
Yeah, I still watch it.
I watch it too. I love Nyjah. The women are killing it.
Yeah.
Risa, what's her name? The little Brazilian girl.
And she's hot.
She's 12.
No. I don't see age. But, well, there's a hot Italian one. I can't think of her name.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's hot.
She always wears like a
Oh, la,
tube
la.
top thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Gambuni. I love
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Is that a word even? Anyway, so we have skateboarding in common.
That's true.
What about style?
Yeah,
really.
I like a cool T-shirt.
Like a Katisha, but you have more Santino style.
What is that, a little honky?
No, it's just more Metro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll take Metro.
Not Metro. That's the wrong.
And
wrong
Metro's gay.
word. Yeah, that's gay. No, just more straightforward.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Straight.
Like the jeans. Are you
Yeah.
wearing jeans?
Yeah.
Can you stand and let me look at them?
All right, they're old. I don't know. I know the
no.
kids are going baggy now.
No. That's not about the. It's not about. It's about fabric. Yeah, sit down.
Let me see your pants.
Well, this is not. I'm not here to showcase my.
Please show him your pants.
It's weird. He shows an audience his dick every night, but he won't let us see the jeans. There we go. Oh, wow.
Mark, thoughts? Mark, thoughts?
No pubes. Wild.
Oh, no pubes for sure.
Your pubes look like Don Draper's shave, you know? Just a 5 o'clocker.
Yeah. You don't shave your pubes?
No.
Oh yeah, it's just grizzly down there.
All natural. Goes up on the thigh. It's coming down the shaft. It's a problem.
Yeah. And you like it that way?
Full bush.
Yeah. How about your girl? Does she have it?
No, she's got a vagina like a 12-year-old skater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She wax or what?
She goes to the Russian lady and they laser.
They laser it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met her through not a dating app. She came to one of her shows
Came to one of my shows. She was on a date, and I went on. I had a good set, and she hated the guy
at the cellar,
at the stand.
at the stand.
Years ago, and then I got the DM, and she quoted one of my bits. And I was
she
like,
did?
Wow, a woman listened to me?
Wow.
This is crazy. So I said, let's get a drink, and the rest is
History?
depressing.
No.
No, the rest
History?
is history, yeah.
Is that feeling still there? The love?
Big love. You know, I think the road helps. You know, everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh, the road, it must be so hard, but it's a relationship saver because you miss her again.
Right.
home
I
all
get
the
it.
time.
Yeah.
It's the home shit that kills you. You're just seeing each other's stupid faces and hearing your dumb expressions and your no pubes and your weird pants and your
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's good to get away.
Yeah. And how's that Burt tour been? How many did you do?
I did a lot of cities. I probably did. He did 4 weeks. I think I did 3 of them.
Wow.
It takes years off your life. You're sleeping on a bus.
But it looks so fun.
It's so fun. It's great. I mean, you got to drink. It's the only way to stay in it.
Yeah.
But I was on a bus with Joey Diaz, Shane Gillis, Big J, and Burt Kreischer. It was like a sleep apnea convention, you know? And Joey Diaz sleeps like this.
I know Joey. I know Joey.
It's brutal,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
And how many seats usually? How many people?
Oh, we're
Thousands.
talking. It's arenas, so
Yeah,
it'll be an
yeah.
amphitheater with 10,000 or an arena with 19,000.
It's incredible.
We're in a comedy boom, folks.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
I feel it.
Yeah.
Now I worry it'll go away.
I know. That's my fear. It's
But
gonna go away.
you've been through so many booms.
No, two booms.
Well, your family was in Oppenheimer. No, that's Japanese. Wrong Asian.
Yeah. No, I've been through the dark ages. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm telling you. You've never been through a dark age.
Not really, no.
Yeah, they're depressing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When Eddie Griffin comes in and does 2 hours?
Yeah, but it's gonna be also you and I will do maybe clubs again.
Whoa, it's going to go down eventually.
It might.
Of course, it has to.
Yeah. I might be like at the Sacramento Punchline.
Yeah.
And I'll see Norman and Morrill. I mean, next it'll be depressing.
Yeah, but, you got to enjoy the run while it is. It's better to have loved
You gotta
than
live in
lost.
the moment.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta live in the moment, right? But I know
Exactly.
the dark years. But I think it's still on the rise.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
We're not on a slump yet.
Okay.
I'll call you when we're on a slump.
Please do.
Yeah.
Well, then
We're
you'll
in a slump.
relapse.
I don't know. I think the next slump, I'm out.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Hope
I
you
don't
stay.
think I don't think I can hang on for another 10, 15 years for the next rise.
Right. Because it's hard to get out of that nosedive.
Yeah.
It's a lot more work.
I went through a lot.
Wait, what was the reason for the most recent slump?
What do you mean?
Comedy slump.
When I started was the slump.
Right. I remember when I first met you, it was pretty grim.
No. Yeah, well, other people were doing good. That wasn't. We were in like a national slump. I was just having a slump.
Oh, personal.
No, the
There's a
comedy,
personal
no, the
personal-
comedy
Right.
store was in a slump too.
What?
The comedy
store?
store was grim.
Oh yeah, that was a slump. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so there was a slump.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Live comedy was in a slump. It's only I never actually was alive when it was actually a heyday.
Well, the 80s was the heyday, the Seinfeld, what's the deal with? They put a microphone anywhere.
Yeah.
People would show up.
Yeah.
Then it died in the early 90s.
Yes, that, and then I started in '95, and then it. So I guess I started in the slump. You know what I mean? And then I had my own personal little slumps, but I would still see other people do well. Like Dane did well.
Yep.
You see certain guys do well, but
That's what, like, Dane's kind of saved it. That's why I don't give shit to these popular hot guys, because they're bringing more people in.
I love it.
I love it. We
I love
need
it.
them.
I love it too. Yeah, I mean, but I've also never been one of those guys like, why is that guy?
Nah.
Have you?
Nah, I don't know. I like anybody who likes to do stand-up should do it. They're not all great, but
Yeah.
you got to be able to do it if you want.
Are you helpful with young people coming in?
Yeah, I try to let them do the make them open, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
But what because I get this a lot. Hey, I'm thinking about doing it.
Oh,
Do you encourage that or not?
Get the hell out of here.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm thinking about doing it. If you want to do it, you do it. No one's like, I'm thinking about getting some pussy. No, you just go get pussy. You want it.
Yeah.
It's the
We
same
have to
with
try.
Yeah.
Try to get the pussy.
Try to get the pussy.
Yeah.
It's the same with hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee and pick your brain? What are you gonna pick?
Oh yeah. Dude, I've gotten that too.
That's the worst.
Let's get. And also, it's like, bitch, I'm busy.
Yes.
I don't have coffee with Santino. Why would I have coffee with you, bitch?
Exactly.
Why are you smiling?
No,
Like
I'm a,
our own animal sanctuary, and we're gonna get married on that property.
that? Are Kalila and I invited to the wedding?
Absolutely,
We are gonna go 100%.
absolutely.
Right, babe?
it might be the only wedding I look forward to just because it's an animal sanctuary.
We're not having kids because one of my bucket list items was called the vasectomy Olympics.
It's tied up.
Yeah, it's snipped.
It's nipped.
you can
can
reverse
unsnip
it.
You can extract from the balls.
Extract from the balls.
Yeah, you can't extract. I don't want.
No,
No, but
I think you should have children.
No.
Yeah. I
no.
honestly think you would be a great father. Listen, because look at how far you've come.
Sure.
No. Here, no. Shut the fuck up for a
You
second.
can't
all right? No,
expose children on
no.
something.
No. Because I believe in a divine.
Sure.
Right? And I literally, it just popped. I'm not even thinking this. Right? Some divine thing just said, convince him to have a child.
Okay.
Because I think that number one, you have so much to teach a youngster. You have so much to mold. I think that you would create an incredible child that will help the world. I think it would help the world and influence the world and shift cultures. And I just think that it's important that you have a child, dude. You're gonna have one.
Okay, I mean,
No, my God just said it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I also want to say one last question. All right. I want to talk about your teeth.
okay,
All right. So, my teeth are all fucked up.
Yeah.
Right.
they look fine to me. That's the thing.
No, but you didn't see. It's the front ones you see.
Okay,
I have none in the back.
okay.
Okay.
He has to chew with the front.
I have the two in the front.
Did you send me a text at one point saying, "Hey, I watched that teeth video"? That
Yes.
You put up? Okay.
Oh, I talk about not texting people.
Well, there you go.
Did I not text that?
One of the best texters.
You did.
Yeah.
You did, and can I tell you how much that meant to me?
Okay, and you're welcome. Okay, but I want to say that when I saw that video about your teeth,
Yeah.
it put me like again with the the bonding with the drugs and alcohol. I go, there's something else that we have in common, right? We have fucked up teeth. You were saying on the text, I think, that yours is way worse than mine. I'm pretty sure that's true.
I mean, the sad thing about my teeth, anybody with eyes can see that I have obnoxious fake teeth. What's not clear is that I've had 4 different fucking sets of fake teeth.
Why?
And then in the beginning, it was because they were broken. I broke them. So then I got these crowns. The crowns were like the old old kind where you could see that black line at the top of them. They were just fucking awful.
Yeah.
And so once I had Jackass the movie come out, at a certain point, I was like, hey, I can afford it. I'm gonna get fucking better looking teeth.
Yeah.
And I was really happy about that. And then, because I think it's because I wasn't flossing. At one point, the little triangle gum part.
Yeah.
Just one day they just fucking disappeared, and I had these huge empty black holes.
Oh.
And I was like, I had these huge empty black
Is that where
holes.
black truffles come from?
Right? I mean, dude, it was like it was all I could see. It was all I could see, and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my god! And I went to the dentist. It was like, oh, nothing. You just gotta get fucking.
What do you say they were?
They're called papillas.
Yeah, fuck. You got the papillas.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
shit.
papillas disappeared, and it happened overnight. And so
Wait. They just disappear overnight?
they were just fucking gone one day.
Yeah. Wow.
And so I had these huge, to me, like just all I could see. And I was like, fuck. And they're like, all you can do is just get your teeth redone so that they can fucking close that gap.
Right.
So that was the next set. And then after that, it was more gum problems. And,
Gingivitis?
I've had gum graft surgery, and it just never.
What? You don't brush?
I do. It actually comes to a point where brushing too much actually will make your gums. I've just had fucking terrible disposition for oral hygiene or oral health.
Great skin.
You're
Thanks.
yeah.
And now,
That's great, yeah.
now I religiously take care of my just to preserve what little I have left.
Do you have bad breath?
Dude, I did for the longest fucking time, man.
Yeah.
And there are different kinds of bad breath. There are kind of innocent sort of bad breath where it's actually the breath.
Yeah.
And then there's that fucking insidious bacteria that just lives in the mouth. And it's not even the breath. It's just the bacteria just emanating from
That comes from your ball sack. That comes from deep down. Like
But what it comes from not flossing is what it is. It's,
well, they say over time, bad oral hygiene causes heart problems,
Sure.
right? Because that bacteria then migrates into the valves, and you have mitral valve problems. So
sure.
gum health is directly correlated with heart health.
right. But it's not that the bacteria in your mouth is coming from within. It starts in your mouth and then it gets
Right,
into your
right.
bloodstream.
Comes
So it's
down,
the other way around.
obviously,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Like, there's a certain type of breath that you
Yeah.
feel like comes
I
from
have
the
that?
pits of hell.
Do I have that?
It's not even breath. Like bad breath will come from within. It's
Yeah.
coming out of your lungs or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is bacteria that's just sitting in the mouth, like something fucking crawled behind your tooth and died, and it's just rotting and fucking. It's so bad. And the thing is that our society, it's so taboo. It's so not okay to tell somebody that they have bad breath.
Yeah.
And these people, this is the worst fucking thing about that kind of bacteria is that people who have it don't know that they have it.
Right.
You can't smell it on yourself.
Right.
Right.
And nobody will tell you that you have it.
No, none of your Johnny Knoxville. No one ever said anything.
There was a time when I got in the van with all the Jackass guys, and I sat down, and Wee Man said, "Oh, dude, fucking Steve-O, your breath." And Knoxville's response to that, he just said, "Saying Steve-O has bad breath is like saying a Wee Man is short." Because it's all the time.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, I didn't understand it. And
What do you?
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the
Clear analogy.
Right. Of course it hurt. Of course it hurt.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand what the indicated action was to address it. That's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Because I had experience when I was, I would say like 19, 20, like, and I was like this fucking homeless loser, and my mom periodically would allow me to stay at her house.
Yeah.
And
This is before or after clown college?
before clown college.
Okay.
And I was, and I'd wake up, I'd brush my teeth, and then my mom would say, "Dude, your fucking breath's disgusting." I'd say, "Mom, I just brushed my teeth." She goes, "Yeah, your fucking breath's disgusting." I should have figured it out that it's no matter how much you floss, no matter how much you brush, you're not going to get to it unless you floss. Some people can get away with not flossing, some people cannot, and I was one of the people that cannot. And if anybody listening to this is wondering, do I have that? There's one way to tell for sure, and that's to take a piece of floss, dental floss, and put it through your teeth and run it through your floss a little bit, and then I'll smell the floss. And it'll be that way you can smell it. And if that fucking floss smells like a dead animal, then it's probably time to go to the dentist to get a professional cleaning, because if you're coming from a place with the bacteria, you're not just going to floss it all out. You have to go get like what's called a deep cleaning from the dentist.
Yeah, this is something like I've never understood about him. I get cleaning twice a year.
I get it every 3 months. I get it every 3 months, and I lean towards 2.5.
Right, and then you do your yearly X-ray, right? Where it's I've done that since I was a teenager.
Are your parents still with us?
Not my mom, but my dad.
Your dad's still with us?
Yeah.
Is he? When did your mom pass?
2003.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Was she? What? She was around when you became successful, or no?
She suffered an aneurysm in 1998, which was before I had any measure of success. And she survived that aneurysm, but she was very disabled, both physically and mentally. So she was technically alive when, Jackass came out, but she was very compromised, and it wasn't anything that, I didn't get to. It would have been so fucking cool to have her like on a red carpet, to have
Yeah.
Like,
Has your dad done those things?
Yeah, big time.
Is he? How proud is he of you?
He's super proud, super fucking proud. And Dad did not jump on the bandwagon like once I had become successful. It was actually.
It took a while.
It was specifically when my mom had the aneurysm, which was on October 10th of 1998, and from England, my dad flew. My parents had been divorced, but for this, Dad flew from England immediately. My sister and I flew in from New Mexico, where we lived together. We were all brought together, and it was like we went to a local restaurant, like from the hospital, just for a meal, and then we go back to the hospital and kind of like be there. Mom was in this critical situation. Well, we were at the hospital, we left the hospital to go to a restaurant. I want to say it was like Ruby Tuesday or something like that, right? And outside this restaurant, it's the first time I'd seen my dad in some time, and he said, "Son, like now that we're together, I just want to tell you that I feel badly. I feel that I've done a disservice to you by not supporting you in this career path that you've clearly committed yourself to." And I had not made a fucking penny at that point. I was fat. Yeah, I'm going to be fucking rad. I had nothing going for me. I had achieved jack shit. And Dad said that he felt he had done a disservice. He said, I pledge to support you. It's not what you're doing isn't what I would have chosen.
Because he was a businessman, right? He's corporate, right?
Corporate, big time.
Like he was a president of a corporation?
Yep.
Yeah. It's mind blowing that your dad was this corporate guy and he spawned you.
Yeah, I know.
It's mind blowing.
Well, it makes sense. Like my mom's side of the family, every single leaf on the tree was alcoholic, gambling, suicide, like fucking super, super mental fucking like addiction problems. And then there's my dad's side where everyone's like theologian, fucking PhD. There's like nobody's not at least a PhD on my dad's side.
I just imagine your dad like getting up in the morning, you know, when you were a kid,
Yeah.
getting to work, putting the suit on, right,
Yeah.
right, walking by your room, and you're like the baby from The Incredibles, just on fire. You know what I mean?
Burning
Turning
shit.
into ice. You're, you know what I mean? I can't imagine that.
In my dad's family, he was like the black sheep for going into business because it was all scholars, fucking like clergymen. You know, like it was like fucking like the most like respected, you know, not a lot of high earners, you know, like, but just people who cared about making the fucking world a better place, you know? And then dad's like a fucking businessman, becomes a corporate CEO, you know, like
Yeah.
puts together all this, you know, but whatever. So, you know, I'm kind of exactly what you might expect if you took my mom's family tree and my dad's family tree and fucking mixed
Merged
together.
them, yeah.
I'm like this alcoholic fucking deviant, but that's just got this unbelievable drive and persistence and tenacity.
Oh wow.
I'm like, if my dad's gumption was directed like to fuel deviance, then
Yeah.
that's me.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, at the end of our podcast, we do a thing called unhelpful advice. So people email us with problems.
I had a dumb question before we.
Oh,
did.
go ahead,
go ahead,
ahead.
please.
I have a question about pain threshold. Do
Okay.
things like paper cuts bother you?
I don't have any particularly special or different threshold for pain. I'm just simply such a fucking attention whore that I'm willing to endure it. And for that matter, if I didn't feel pain on any level, then there wouldn't be that reaction that makes the
Right.
shot, you know,
Right.
compelling. So there's like I'm just as afraid and I'm just as in pain as anybody else. I'm just an attention whore that's willing to put myself in that position. So that's why it's somehow like entertaining on.
Got it. The
I mean,
gumption.
but I mean,
yeah.
like when you're like going in, I don't know if it was you. I think I have an image of somebody.
That's so funny. Sorry. Like, yeah, no. Oh, I got it. Yeah, no pain threshold, just gumption.
that makes sense.
It's either you or somebody going into in front of crocodiles. Swimming through crocodile. Have you done something like that?
Yeah, the alligator tightrope.
Right.
Tightrope.
So yeah, now that kind of fear, though, don't you think you're might die? In your head, you don't think could die.
I didn't think I was gonna die, but I thought that I could lose a large chunk of flesh.
And so when normal people go, you know, oh, I could lose, you know, my
Yeah.
calves,
Yeah.
or I can lose a shoulder, right?
Right.
We tend to go, yeah, I like attention too, but there's other ways of doing it. You know what I mean?
I know. I honestly, I don't have an excuse or an explanation.
Yeah.
I just don't-
Or when you snort wasabi,
right.
right? You've done that, right? What does that do to the mind?
I don't know that it did anything to the mind, but it was actually rather I thought it would be way worse, and it
Right.
and my nose just didn't give a fuck at that point. I knew this podcast, like I mean, it hasn't come out yet, but I think it's gonna be a fucking hit. I came in here feeling like
Yeah.
I really believe
Dude,
that.
well, first of all, we've gone longer than we've ever gone. All right, what were we at?
We're at 90 minutes.
Yeah, we've never gone that far.
I've never gone that long.
We usually do an hour.
We do an hour.
All right.
Yeah. So that's how I know that it's been interesting, and there are so many more questions, but you know, I'm kind of
Ask them on Steve-O's Wild Ride podcast.
when I do it.
I love
This
that.
is one more question I had
Go
for
ahead.
you. So you and your fiance Bobby and I think that you guys are goals for sure. But the one thing that we found that we've talked about on this podcast before is that anytime that Bobby and I have tried to post a sort of explicit photo of us together, it gets yanked.
Okay.
But for some reason, any one of yours stays up. So we've had an envy.
Okay.
I get so angry
Wow.
because I'll go, "What the fuck? Ours got yanked," but I'll go to yours and I go, I see this guy's asshole right now.
We got one yanked.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, we got one yanked, the one where we were in the window.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
Because it looked like we were actually having sex.
Yeah.
How long was it up for?
It lasted for ages, and then like weeks or months later, all of a sudden it went down.
I have a theory on it.
No,
I think that we're not good looking enough.
no.
It's not that. And if you see, I just posted one yesterday. I blur the butt crack.
Oh.
That's the secret.
Is that
to
the key?
success. Yeah. If you look at the second to last post, the last post was the one I posted while I was driving over here. It's me and the fire chief holding up the big check for $50,000.
Yeah.
And the one before that, you see blurred butt cracks.
But the one with me and Bert Kreischer,
Got yanked.
completely naked, but we're covering our genitals and we're just laying side by side. We both posted it at the same time. Kreischer's got yanked in 10 minutes. Mine,
Like I have very specific wording, and if I fuck the wording up, I don't like it. And I always envied guys where it really looked like loose and just fast and loose.
it's funny. My chaotic thing is still precise. And like you do a bit about, I forgot what the bit is, but you do a bit where you're on a roller coaster going down. I don't know.
Oh, it's about pot. I can't smoke weed.
Yeah, and you're going, or
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? I don't know the detail of the joke, but
Yeah.
I remember watching and going, wow, that seems like a bit that's kind of spontaneous. You have to commit to the thing, right?
Yeah.
But it seems free and loose, but it's a written thing, but it's like the way you deliver it, right?
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
Give yourself credit.
No. It's not a knock. It's certain guys just seem more free or something. Like I can't explain it. Like Ari's like that. Ari goes on stage, and I feel like wherever the fucking room goes, he's on the boat and he's rocking with the boat.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little bit like, if the boat rocks that way, then I go fuck yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, if the boat's going, you're like, if this sinking, I'm going to sink with it.
Not even sink is negative. No, not
Okay.
sink. It's just fluidity. Like it's this can, I don't know. It just seems spontaneous to me, but maybe I'm just falling for the illusion.
You what you're doing is what we all do,
Right.
and it's in our heads.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when I did that Austin show, I just tweeted 2 weeks ago, because I literally thought, I did this like show, the theater show with Austin. I was like a guest star. It was like a bunch of like more alty local Austin comics. And I went on late. The show had already gone on. The theater was a theater. And I walked up there and I said my first joke, and I literally went, "Oh, they hate me," in my mind. I go, because I know the amount of people in this room,
Right.
and I know the value of laughs,
Right.
and I'm not getting the value, right? So they hate me. And after every joke, and then I started doing stuff, let's go edgy, right? And then that didn't work. I go, I'm going to clean it up. Nothing I did, I felt like it worked. And as I literally went, "Good night," and ask any of the comics there, I bolted out of the theater, and I went, "I fucking suck." And I went to CBS, and it stayed that way for 24 hours until the next day. And I was walking around, Austin, people were like, "You killed it last night." And I was like, "What?"
I had one of those. It was during the, it wasn't a set, but it was during the lockdown. It was like when we were first sort of coming out of lockdown. And Michael Che was doing these like shows in Brooklyn on the back of a flatbed truck. Remember when that kind of shit was happening?
Yeah. I never did them. Yeah.
And me and Okerson went out one day just to hang out, and then he invited us on stage. I hadn't been in front of a crowd, and Mike and I looked crazy. My hair was like all long and like froed out, and I was wearing like cutoffs with like socks pulled up because we'd all been in the house, and like I think I had a beard, like and Che just started fucking with me, and I didn't have any juice in the tank. I just didn't. I wasn't on my game, and I couldn't hit him back. And when I was trying to hit him back, it was bombing. And I got off stage, and I walked out of the wherever it was, like 4 blocks over. And the whole walk, I was going, "You fucking loser! You fucking suck! You're a fucking loser!" Out loud to myself.
Yeah.
I was drunk too, which didn't help.
Yeah.
And then Jay called me. He's like, "Where did you go?" And I go, "I'm fucking never doing comedy again. That's where I went."
I know where our heads are.
Yeah, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
Look at how many people there are.
So many.
Was that many people?
Yeah, it was wild. He did it like a bunch of times. And it was like when the BLM things were happening, so they wouldn't bust anything like this because they were scared that they would look racist.
Oh, right. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
But and then I went back. I like he talked me down, and I went back, and then I saw Jay, and Jay was like, "That was so fun, man." And Jay goes, "It's fucking dummy saying he's going to quit comedy."
I know.
And Jay's like, "What are you talking about? Like,
know.
that was so fun." And I was like, "I fucking bombed." He's like, "You weren't even doing a set, dude. We were just like riffing. Like, who cares?"
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, I don't know. I was so in my fucking head. It's horrible.
But
it's horrible.
But let's analyze that. Why do we do that? What is it about our lives and who we are as people? Because I know a lot of comics that don't do that. They're so confident. It's like even when I think, oh, I was mediocre, they're fine with it. They can move on with their lives. Me, it's life altering sometimes. Like I lose sleep.
I think no truly good comic doesn't do that. That's what I think.
And I love where you're going.
Yeah.
I love exactly this road.
That's what I think. I know famous guys that are really established, that have big followings, that are good enough at comedy. And when I say what I mean by good enough is they pull it off, and they pull it off a lot of the time. But when they don't pull it off and I see the way they react, I'm like, you're not a good comic. You just managed to pull it off sometimes.
Yeah.
A good comic, we can all agree Burr is a great fucking comic.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Burr, this is before he was famous, but this is who he is at his core. I remember seeing him headline at Caroline's, and the room was like half full. It was like a Tuesday or something. And he had a great set. Like the material was there, like and then he came off stage and he was like, we were talking, and I was complimenting him, and we were just bullshitting. And then he went to leave, and he turned around and he goes, that was all right? Like, and I was like, there it is, dude.
Yeah.
Like there it is. Like good comics feel like that.
Yeah.
To me, Maria Bamford is a fucking genius.
She is.
She is a fucking genius. She is one of my favorite comics, and I'm lucky enough that I've gotten to tell one of my favorite comics that to her face, which is really cool. But like, Jesus Christ, dude, I'll see her after sets where I'm like, are you going to go jump off a bridge right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, God damn it. I just didn't, I shouldn't have done that. They hated me. And I'm like, hated you? They loved you.
Yeah.
Like, and she still like does that thing where she's like, I shouldn't have done that voice for so long. And, and you're like, that's a good comic. I'm not saying you have to cut yourself and torture yourself after a set. But like, if you don't have that thing in you, then how could you ever get better? How could you ever look at the comp and go, I got to get my fucking game up? My friend, I'll say this and I'll shut up.
No, keep going, but
My friend said this about, I remember Eminem and Royce the 5'9" put out that Bad Meets Evil record.
yeah.
And I remember me and my friend Jim listened to it for the first time, and he goes, shit, man, if I was a rapper, I'd be intimidated because they were so good on it.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me. And I was like, I have to look at comedy like that. Like, and I do. Like when I see a good special, which, whoa, it hard to find.
Yeah.
But when I see a good one,
Yeah.
I'm like the Cat Williams one where it's like raining the whole time and it's the White House backdrop.
Yeah.
I watched that special and I was like, I'm not working hard enough. I'm like, that motherfucker he just leveled the fucking room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here.
Because when I was coming up, in comedy, like who was my inspiration? I had there was no Filipinos representing us. I remember when I found out that Rob Schneider was Filipino, I was in a movie theater and one of the lines was raspberry babinka. And that's how I found out that Rob Schneider
Was
because he has blue eyes, he's very fair skinned. I didn't know he was half Asian. I really didn't.
Yeah.
And then when he said raspberry babinka, I go, holy fuck, there's a Filipino on the big screen.
Yeah.
Like I can do it.
Yeah, in comedy, there wasn't, even when I started, I think you were the only one that I knew. There was another guy, I forgot his name.
Rex.
Yeah, Rex Navarro.
Bobby, let me rephrase that, because when I met you, that's when I found out that, because I don't want your audience to think when you met me, because when you met me, we were both open minded. Well, you were kind of a little tier higher because you were already in the Comedy Store. Like Mitzi loved you
I
already.
was a doorman.
I know, but what I'm saying is I was a fucking dolphin tour guide
That's right.
at the Mirage Hotel.
That's right. That's right.
So when you said you knew me, I don't want your audience to think, oh, Joe Coy was an inspiration. He was already doing things. No, I was shoveling shit at the Dolphin.
I know. I
Habitat.
remember that.
And when I went to, so just imagine that. Like,
You had hair.
I had hair.
You had like fluffy hair
Yeah.
when I met you.
Oh.
And I love stand up so much, but like my inspirations were Eddie Murphy, Dennis Wolfberg, Brian Regan, you know, like all of Comic Relief. Like I remember watching that and just like, holy shit, like this is stand up. Like I didn't have a stand up comedy club to go to.
Yeah.
He did. So when I finally got into the San Diego or La Jolla Comedy Store, and then I see this guy with Down syndrome walk on stage.
I can do it.
I can do it. Like he has
yeah.
Down syndrome and he's Asian. Like who is this?
Yeah. We clicked right away, though.
Huh?
We clicked right away.
Right away we clicked.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't have. What I'm saying is, if you would have seen what he looked like, his act was very. It was
Weird.
You seen his old stuff
I have seen oldish stuff.
when he used
but
to walk
not-
up like this?
with his big
and his
hair.
hair.
Yeah, his hair. Yeah.
He would rat it. He
Yeah.
would rat
Yeah, I would rather.
it.
Yeah, I remember.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, bro, he would rat his hair. He would rat his hair. He'd rat it to like it would like be all like
Yeah.
fucking massive. And then he'd always wear like fucked up short sleeve shirts,
Yeah.
and like his jeans, and then he like
Yeah. Or I would.
everyone Bobby Lee, and he'd walk up like this.
What's the bit?
I'd also wear overalls, like denim overalls, no shirt, cowboy hat,
I saw
and
that.
then the cowboy boots over the pants. Wow. And I would just walk around in society like that.
Yeah.
Like I was that kind of eccentric, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Because I was like, I didn't know how to stand out. I thought, being myself wasn't enough almost to make a name or whatever. But when I realized later in life, it's just the closer I am to myself, the better it is.
Yeah.
But back then, I was just trying to find an image or something.
Yeah.
Because I saw like hooks work. You know what I mean? Like I remember like you would see a guy with no arms go up on stage, and he would make fun of his arms, and that was his hook.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, I want a hook. You know, I want to be Nubs or whatever. You know what I mean?
But when you first started stand up, like you right away went into a character, or did you try stand up?
No, I went right away. I would because my hair was long anyway. So
But were you that guy before stand up?
I was
were always
I was
Bobby
a little,
Lee.
I was a little weird. Yeah, I've always been a little weird. I would hang out in bookshops but never read the books. You know what I mean? Like I remember one time I was Allen Ginsberg was at a bookshop.
Who's Allen Ginsberg?
He's a poet.
Oh, Allen Ginsberg.
Yeah.
Boy, that made you look stupid, huh? I'm sorry, Bobby. That made me laugh because you delivered it in such a way like, oh, he's a poet. You guys obviously don't read. And then she was like, you mean? And then you looked dumb. Am I right? He delivered it like, I'm sorry, dum-dums. I didn't know I was talking to people that don't read.
Yeah.
He is a poet. And then she's like, oh, you mean, nah. And you were like,
You're laughing.
Let me make
Hey,
sure
hey,
that we have it.
You're
correct.
laughing way too hard, friend. You're laughing way too hard, my friend. It hurts me. Okay.
why do you do that?
So anyway,
Why do you always treat him the worst? Like always, every time I'm on the show,
hey.
the worst.
Hey.
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he is very nice. So anyway, I used to hang out in bookstore.
Sorry about the Allen.
Yeah, and Mr. Ginsberg. This guy Dennis owned a bookstore, and he goes, "Ginsberg is here. Come hang out." And I used to hang out, and we used to talk and stuff and drink coffee.
You talked to him?
Oh yeah, he wrote me a letter.
Wow.
Stop.
Why isn't that hanging in here?
I lost it.
Oh my God, that's Allen Ginsberg.
In one of my I might be able to find it though, but yeah, he wrote
you
me.
should find that
He
one.
wrote me a little letter, you know,
That's cool.
because he thought he found me to be weird.
Bro, I was just about to say it, and in my head I go, don't walk on him.
Yeah,
Let him deliver this one.
because I, you know, at the time obviously couldn't get girls, had no money, but I also I liked the local music, and I would go to art shows, and I was like kind of like floofy in that way. You
Yeah.
know? And then I would just hang out at bookstores and play chess with people.
Were you funny though? Like,
Yeah, I
you
was
a funny guy, right?
Yeah, I was funny, but it's like
He was emo.
I was kind of emo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and,
could see that.
Yeah, there was a point where I grew my hair down to my ass.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I gained weight, and I was kind of that guy for a while. And I was just trying to find my way. And then when the band kicked me out of the band, Lax and Superb,
You were really in a band.
oh, it's online. You can see it.
Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna post this.
Yeah. If you put on Laxton's Superb,
I love it.
you can see me play keyboards in a band.
Oh, that's right. You do play the piano.
Yeah, yeah. So I played keyboards, and then they kicked me out of the band, and then I was walking down the street on Girard, right by the Comedy Store, and I got a job there.
Really?
Yeah.
But were you a fan of stand up before that walk?
Yeah, because I used to work with this girl named Rebecca Druskin at a coffee shop, and her boyfriend at the time was Michael Carano. I don't know if you know Michael Carano.
Mike Carano.
Yeah, but he works for the Improv. You know Carano.
Mm-hmm.
But Carano used to manage the Improv in Pacific Beach with Dave Becky in the late 80s.
Okay.
So I was working with Rebecca Druskin. So Carano, after the shifts, because we were open till 2 a.m. at my coffee shop, he would come, and then sometimes he'd go, "Hey kid," Carano would say, "You want to meet Bobcat Goldthwait or Brian Regan?" So one time he took me to Brian Regan, and Brian Regan we went to eat after his Thursday night show, right? And I ate with him, and I couldn't fucking believe it. And it's so funny because a couple years ago when I was at the Denver Comedy Works, Brian Regan came to hang out, which really just made my heart
Yeah.
flutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's so fucking good.
Who, Brian Regan?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When you said his name earlier, I was just like, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best. But anyway, that's how it all happened. So I did my comedy in that way too, but then like eventually I just became more me.
Hey guys, we're gonna take a break to share this brand new sponsor.
Lucy nicotine. Guys, I am down to 1 cigarette a day. How?
How?
Not self-discipline. I've been using this product right here, Lucy. The two favorite things I love in the whole world, right, is fucking scientists, especially from Caltech, because
Yeah.
they're the top of the game.
Of course.
So this is founded by Caltech scientists. My second favorite group of people is former smokers.
Wow.
Because they're getting healthier.
Lucy
Yeah.
Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative.
This stuff is
Finally,
so good. It's like regular gum.
But
tobacco alternatives that don't suck.
Yeah, this does not suck. This is the best nicotine gum I've ever had in my life.
Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for people, not patients. Lucy has created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine that comes in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate.
Pomegranate's my favorite.
They also have a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine
Oh,
and cherry
wow.
ice
Yeah.
flavor.
Cherry ice is my favorite.
Each and every flavor actually tastes pretty great. And it's convenient and discreet. Products can be enjoyed anywhere, on flights, at work, or even at the gym.
Call to action, buddy.
it's 2020. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. I can't say that word.
Lozenges.
Nicotine gum or lozenges.
Lozenge.
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 I'll do this
Doesn't
later.
matter.
Lozenge.
Doesn't matter. Go.
Say it for me.
Lozenges.
Lozenge.
This is the real deal. Subscription to Lucy comes directly to your door each month. So it's so simple. You don't have to leave your house because Lucy has delivery down. Tiger Belly listeners, go to lucy.co and use promo code TigerBelly to get 20% off all products, including gum or...
Lozenges.
That's lucy.co and use the promo code TigerBelly at checkout. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Lucy.co, and be sure to use the promo code TigerBelly. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You know.
But what I'm saying is, did you watch stand-up comedy like on TV?
Yeah. I like to. It's not as if like I was like obsessed with Pryor, but I would watch it. But it's like I was more obsessed with. I remember one time Blake Clark. I was in high school. You don't know him. You know Blake Clark? He was in some of the Adam Sandler movies. He was in Waterboy. And I remember Blake Clark had a Tonight Show set. And I remember I snuck. It was on a school night, and I remember I snuck in, and I loved watching comedy on the Tonight Show, and not that it would make me laugh, I just couldn't believe that anybody would choose to do that.
Yeah.
Because I would always go, oh, how scary is that?
Yeah. Very, by the way.
It's so scary.
I want everyone to know that. It's very scary.
Yeah, it was scary. And then when I started doing it, I wasn't good, but I remember like getting why they do it. I remember going, this is the biggest adrenaline rush
100%.
I've ever had. In the beginning, especially, you're like, I can't believe I just did that.
Yep.
Right? And you try to catch your breath
Yeah.
afterwards, and you'd walk around, and it's almost as if you could see life. Talk about.
Ooh, I have a topic for you guys.
Okay,
that I kinda
yeah,
wanna
let's see if I have a
discuss.
point of view about it.
Okay, so there's this woman by the name of Esther Perel. She's a psychiatrist. She wrote a book called Mating in Captivity, and now she has this new book called State of Affairs. And her thing is like how redefining infidelity and how, as a society, we've been like, no, bad, 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 bad. But she basically is like, you know, who owns our erotic self? Like, do we give ownership when we enter like a monogamy with someone? Do they own every aspect of that, every aspect of us, even like our erotic self?
But I don't think. Yeah, go ahead.
And so basically in it, she talks about it's hard to kind of figure out like what infidelity is because so many people have different like definitions of it. So I want to go through a list with you guys and you tell me if it's cheating or not.
What I would, if I'm in a
Yeah.
relationship, what I would consider cheating.
Right. Okay.
It's
you
a
tell
fun
me-
game.
You tell me now what you consider
Well, let's
cheating.
do a game. It's a game show, right?
Bruv. You don't see that might be potentially a trap?
What?
Trying to figure out shit that you did while you don't see this shit.
I know.
I see a.
I don't give a fuck. We're out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Trying to throw you a lifeline.
Infidelity trap.
Okay.
Right, go.
Here we go. So these are her words, okay?
Her words pointed at you.
Yeah.
Not talking
No,
to
you're involved too.
Oh, no.
You're in this
apparently-
bridge. You're in this bridge.
Your game, boo-boo.
There's two contestants in the fucking game
Yeah, there
show,
are.
dude. You're playing too.
Okay.
You don't like confrontation, but you're very aggressive.
I am. I'm very. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Cloud.
Yeah. We go. I go back. I'll go first. You go first.
You give an answer too,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, all
All
three. Right.
Go.
Okay.
Okay. Do we? Because if we're contestants, we introduce ourselves.
Okay.
You're the host of the show. My name is Bobby Lee. I'm a comedian from Los. I want to do it real. Cut. Do it again. Action.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
okay.
Ask me where you come. You have to be the host
Yeah,
of the show.
good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cheaters USA.
Yeah.
We have 3 contestants tonight.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm
sir?
Bobby.
Nice to meet you,
I'm
Bobby.
absolutely eager.
Oh, that's okay.
I just got really excited. I'm on a game show, and I'm Bobby Lee. I'm a comedian. I live here in LA. Semi-crass. I'm on Sex and the City. Yeah, no, just
Great.
let me get my credits out. You know what I mean? Reservation Dogs. Mad TV for 8 years. Bunch of movies. Also, great successful pop. Thank you.
All right.
And then
Thank
next
you,
one,
Bobby.
next contestant.
Next contestant.
Hi, yeah, I'm Preach. I'm a part of the duo I've been Preach. I'm in LA just for this thing right here. And that was an error.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up? I'm Gilbert. I'm a sidekick, and I have a fiance.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow. Okay.
great,
All right. Go.
All right. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and you're going to tell me whether or not you think this is cheating.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. What do we consider cheating? Bobby, you first. Liking women's photos.
No.
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 Okay. Chatting.
There's no answer.
Hold on.
We'll
no.
get to it.
We'll get to it at the very
But you
end.
have all answers for every single.
There's no wrong or right in this.
What kind of game is this? Yeah.
Like you said,
the show's canceled.
it's just-
the network comes out, we're canceling it.
It's a trap. That's all.
It's a trap.
All right.
That's the game.
All right, so
It's not for people to
I don't think
judge
that's
you.
cheating. That's not cheating.
Okay, so basically she says that the digital
Go to
age
everyone. Go ahead.
offers a whole range of options, right?
Give me another one.
Okay. What about a customized OnlyFans video?
Receiving one from a woman?
Me receiving one.
Yeah, a customized.
I think that's cheating.
No.
Yes.
What about cam girls, live cam girls?
Cheating.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Sexting.
Cheating.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Remaining secretly active on dating apps.
Is that cheating? Yes, it's cheating.
Why did you ask her? Is it? I don't know.
Cheating is-
You got so nervous, dude.
It's cheating. It's cheating.
Preach.
Oh, yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Lap dances.
Cheating.
No.
No.
Okay. Massages with happy endings.
Cheating.
Yeah.
The most. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Girl on girl hookups.
What's girl on girl?
Be
If
watching.
your girlfriend were to hook up with another woman,
And I'm jerking off in the room.
no, you're nowhere to be found.
Why would I care then?
Oh, that's
How
what
am I
I'm saying. You
involved?
don't think it's cheating if she does that?
If my girlfriend fucked with another girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Can I be? What? Can I watch?
No, you're
Okay.
not.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheating.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Why?
Staying in touch with an ex when there's still a vibe.
Yes.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, you said that, but there was a little bit of resentment in the voice. Oh, you said
like-
that, but it was
I was like,
no.
Yeah.
Well, all of this to say that there is no universally agreed upon definition of cheating. So basically,
Right.
all our answers vary. So it's
Interesting.
like that's what makes her whole, discussion about
but a
it
happy
that way.
ending. Everyone's getting a happy ending if that's not cheating.
The cheating thing is really depending on the contract that you have with your partner.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
It's
Yeah.
really, it's really just that. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, of course we don't normally we don't discuss about it. We don't talk about it. Like, what do you want to what? And we should. And the relationships that actually discuss the most about that are the polyamorous relationships. They are the ones that talk the most about their boundaries.
And gay couples as well.
What's a polyamorous?
Polyamorous is multiple partners.
Polyamorous?
Polyamorous.
Yeah.
Polyamorous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
And
I
that's
was
mu-
in before you.
You were in one before that.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you enter a? So you go to you. I don't know how to get into these things.
You want to get an app for it?
No, not an app. So let's say you're a new girl I'm meeting.
Yeah.
Right. I just want to try to figure this out. Right. I go, hey Samantha. Just say
Yeah.
you're Samantha. Right.
Hey,
Give me a name.
hey, Jing Jong.
That's her name in the scene. Stick to it.
Jing Jong.
Yes, Anne. You're Jing Jong. You are Jing Jong.
That's your name I'm giving you.
Stay in it, Bobby. Be Jing Jong.
hate-
Be Jing Jong.
I hate Jing Jong.
Embody it. Embody it.
You're
Jing Jong.
Can I change your name then?
Yeah.
Okay. Ling Slap.
Jesus Christ.
Ling Slap.
Hi, Jing Jong.
Hi, Ling Slap.
What's the point of all this?
You don't know what the fuck is going
All right, then preaches the preaches the waiter. Preaches the waiter.
All right.
Yes.
No. So I got Ling Slap. Ling Slap.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with appetizers.
Oh, this is the weirdest. I gotta get back here. I gotta finish this. Right, so,
Soldier on, soldier on.
All right, Ling Slap. So, listen, I'm really into polyamorous relationships.
Wait, no, you should just hit on me.
What are you talking about?
You don't just open with, "Hey, I'm really into polyamorous
polyamorous.
relationships."
Oh, that's what I desire.
Are you already
What? I'm Jing Jong. Oh, polyamorous guy.
Are you already in one?
No.
And you want me as a fifth?
No,
What's
what I'm
going
saying
on?
is that I don't have any. Right? Can you be my first of a part of my stable?
Your harem?
Yeah.
Are there men involved, or is it just you a
It's
harem
just
of women?
Me and my friend Peach. Yeah. So you need a new name, right?
Yes.
Blacklit.
Black lit. Black lit.
So dumb.
Jing Jong.
What?
Black lit.
Why can't I go blacklit? yeah, blacklit. So blacklit. I'm Jing Chong.
Link
Blacklit. And what's a slap?
Ling slap.
Link slap.
Yeah.
Right? This is my friend Blacklit and me, and we want to be in a polyamorous relationship.
That sounds like a gangbang.
That sounds like a
Gangbang.
That sounds like a choo choo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna politely decline.
Oh, you have to decline? You
I'm
can?
politely
Oh, you
decline.
can.
But
You can
basically,
decline.
whenever you meet someone,
Yeah.
if I can sum it up, if you meet someone,
Yeah.
you meet someone and you're like, oh, so you just tell them I'm open. I'm
Oh,
open
okay.
to that. Are you like you have to?
Oh, yeah. So I'm open to that lifestyle.
Yeah,
Are
you have to test the waters in that person. If that person if it's a fit, then you have to establish the boundaries. So
Yeah.
is she allowed to have to bring the person? Is it only physical? Is it sentimental? Is it only the person when I'm there, or y'all could do your thing? You have to establish all those boundaries and those parameters. Parameters.
Parameters.
Parameters. My bad. I said it in French. Anyways, paramètres. That's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Never mind. So you have to establish all of those shits
Oh, I see.
before
Right.
you go on.
Right. So, for example, like if,
Well, it would
if,
be-
if we were in a relationship,
Yeah.
are you okay? Like, do you want to just have sex as a group, or are you okay with me going off and having sex?
Oh, like,
with
can
a person
I
without you?
take her out?
Yeah.
Blacklit, yeah. Blacklit, you may. Not preach, but your character is blacklit, yes.
Oh, he will.
Hey, tell us a little bit about Blacklit. What does Blacklit do? What's its background?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, well-
what are you doing tonight?
Yeah.
That's not me. That's my character.
That's your
Yeah, yeah,
character.
it's character.
He's a welder.
Saying that with my.
It's a welder.
Yeah, undersea.
Yeah.
Sea-
Oh my God.
underwater welding.
Those are I'm
Those are
into
complex.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Union, good
everything I do is risky.
Yeah, right. So here's the deal, okay? Already,
Yeah.
no, I'm not into that.
I thought you said that's what you wanted.
I understand that. I did until I knew what the rules were.
You make the rules.
Yeah, you make.
I thought it was going to be like, no, this will be 5 women and me.
maybe
That's Mormonism.
but that could be your rule.
Oh, that's my rule.
That
would be my
your
rule.
And you have to find. Yeah,
But that- but no-
you have to find
5
women
girls
that are willing to do
to
that.
do that.
to be like sister wives, kind of with each other.
Why? When we did break up, there was a hot girl that goes, "Hey," on my direct message, she goes, could I fuck you and Claude at the same time?
At the same time.
Yeah. And I go, no, an exclamation mark, right? But would you be open to that?
I had pitched that idea for so long because
Yeah,
all I did, and you were like, no, that's deviant and unchristian.
It's deviant and unchristian. I'll tell you, I want to say something to you, Preach.
Blacklight's not happy.
You're not black anymore. You're not black anymore. You're Preach. Preach.
Deviant and Christian.
I'm very traditional, and I want a monogamous thing. I think that's what I do. That's
Yeah.
what I'm about.
Yeah, but don't put God into that shit. That's you. That's you. That's not God. It ain't got nothing to do with God. When's the last time you went to church? Don't put God into this.
I pray every day.
Don't put God into this.
Why are you doing the head thing?
Because that's my head thing. That's what I do.
Okay, my bad, dude. I do one too, dude.
What's your head?
There you go.
Yeah. I can
It's
do
part
it.
of my heritage. What you got to say about that?
We got heritages too, dude, in Korea. Yeah. In Korea, we do this when we do make the fucking rice soup. Do we make rice soup? Anyway,
I really thought it was talking about Gangnam Style.
I was doing Gangnam Style. Okay, my point is this. Let's go back to so I'm more traditional.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Because I don't like, the idea of my girlfriend. I mean, I've been, obviously, when we're in a relationship, there were women, I'd be on the road, I would see a girl, oh, she's hot, but I would just never do it because I just felt like that was our rule, that we wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't want you to do that either, so that's why I don't do it. So it's like,
Yeah, but
it feels safer that way. Like, you and your girl from Quebec,
Yeah.
you have just a straight monogamous thing.
Yeah.
Now, is that what you want?
Sure.
Yeah. And that's what she wants.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
That's probably engraved in Christianity and stuff like that. I have to dig more into that.
So you brought religion. When I brought religion in, you said
'Cause
it
back
has nothing to
then
do
when
with
we-
God.
Yeah, because it comes from that. I'm not saying that it's that now.
Right.
I'm not bringing it now like I'm saying, it's because of God. I know damn well it's not.
Yeah.
I dropped that shit a long ass time ago. So it's not. I'm not doing that because of God or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely like the way I was brought up and stuff like that.
Mm.
And all the pressure that we give to each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pressure that as a society we think is everything that is bombarded to us in the medias and stuff like that. So you keep listening and you think that's the basic and stuff like that. And you don't ask yourself questions as to know, wait, maybe it's possible to have something different or to have something more, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't ask that.
Yeah. Maybe I'm conditioned to think that way.
But it's also, if you feel safe and secure in that, and you don't feel like you are depriving yourself of something
Yeah.
that you truly like desire, then it works, right? That's when traditional monogamy works. You're like, okay, this is because even marriage in itself is a very weighted institution. Like there's before what it is now. Now we require love and intimacy. But back in the day, it was just
It was functional.
It was just an economic. Yeah,
The love thing was a marketing.
exactly.
It was they sold that shit with love just for the marketing of this, but it was really just to be, you're gonna provide for the kids,
Right.
I'm gonna protect the whole house, and that's gonna be that. We're gonna market it with the love, and it's supposed to be like, happily live, happily ever after, but that's not
Yeah.
That's not what it is.
Well, like modern love, I think is very, very high pressure. I think we look at our partners as a one-stop shop for all of our needs, and I don't think that that's a very reasonable way to go about a partnership.
to solve our problems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. The thing is, I don't think that's inherently bad to think like that and to be like that, and that the traditional love is not a bad thing. But I do not think that it is for everybody, and it's as widely spread as we think it is. Like, I don't want to necessarily. I wouldn't force it on people. Forcing it on people, saying that is the truth and the thing, I think that's not really real, and that's not. It can't be. It just can't be. So to each their own. But yeah, it's definitely the conversation that we as a society have to have about that.
To each their own is the good motto.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But you have to find your other person that has to be your own. You know?
Right,
You have to
right.
find an other fit or other fits, depending of whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow, it's interesting. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah, because if you think about even infidelity, infidelity is not going away. It's evergreen. It's here to stay.
Yeah.
Because as long as there is sexual desire and there are rigid rules around traditional monogamy, you're always going to find that people are going to be betrayed and hurt in some capacity, like however it's defined to them. Like your answers differed, right?
Yeah.
It's like for me, even. Well, yeah, like that was my point. So it's a weird thing. I don't know where I stand on it. Really.
I know being single right now is very interesting to me because there's when you meet somebody new, there's a mystery there. There's a newness. There's sort of like this kind of false excitement. You know what I mean? It feels like drugs in many ways. You know what I mean? Like I feel like my dopamine is being hit, and it feels that way. But I know
What exactly feels like that?
What?
What exactly feels like that?
When you meet somebody new, when you hook up for the first time, when you kiss
Yeah,
for the first time, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? All those
That
things.
butterflies and shit.
But that shit will go away. It's guaranteed, right? So, but now I've been more mindful about it, and I realize that maybe I don't know if this is sustainable, but maybe just stay the way I'm doing it now for the rest of my life. But then I don't get the other stuff.
What
right.
is the other stuff?
The foundation, somebody, you know what I mean? The closeness and the real deep intimacy, and maybe starting a family or.
What do you actually want?
I want both.
Being able to fly around and then
Yeah, I mean, I want the feeling of drug, you know what I mean, that the excitement and the mystery and all that stuff, and also somebody that's going to be there.
Well, it's either two things. Either you are, bless you, either
I didn't. There was no sound, so why'd you bless my fart?
because I knew what the hell you did.
He looked at you.
All right. Have you farted?
If
since
someone
you've been-
goes, I know what they did.
yeah.
That's what your butt did.
I know. Did you fart? Have you farted since you've been here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So basically, on what you're saying is, I think either you are more polyamorous than you think, than you want to believe, or you're not polyamorous and you lack discipline.
Oh, interesting.
And it's not even a judgment.
Yeah.
It's just is what it is. There's a lot
It
of
is
us
what
that
it
lack-
is.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
us we lack discipline and whatever and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think it might be one of, or maybe there's other options out there. I don't know.
But there's